We got mail. Okay, this is not what the video is about, but we're going to get into it. This video, we're talking about why good employees, why your top performers are hitting the eject button on their seats. Why are they leaving? First, let's make it clear. Everybody, you included, are replaceable. The question you have to ask is at what cost? If you have top performers and they're leaving, you need to figure out the why. And in this video, I've got 6 reasons for you to consider. Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help new managers become better leaders, and I do that with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. And if you're a new manager and you're concerned about your top performers leaving, you may want to consider subscribing, because we're going to help you get it so that nobody wants to leave you because you're the best. So, what do you think these top performers are leaving for? They don't like you? Well, it may be true, but let's talk about the specifics. Your top performers overworked. Now, top performers typically work more, they work harder, they need to get things done. What we as managers can sometimes do is overwork them. We think, well, we've assigned this, that, and the other thing to get done, and man, they're done so quick. I'll just give them more work. If you're the top performer and you're getting all the work, and the person beside you, who is not a top performer, they get paid similar to you, do you think as a top performer, you're going to look at them and say, well, that's okay, they can't perform like I can, so I'll take on the extra work? Hell no. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be overworked because other people aren't able to pick up the slack. Now, when you have a top performer, you may have projects that you want to assign to this person because they are a top performer. You want the best of the best working on this project. But on the day-to-day, you can't just keep piling stuff on their desk because they get things done. That's the easy way out. That is not managing other people in the department or not managing your own workload. You're just piling it on somebody else. They are quickly going to jet. If you are doing this and it's something that needs to be done, I would highly recommend you consider some sort of promotion. The second reason a top performer may be leaving, they're bored as, well, AF. You know what I'm talking about. These people are bored. They get things. They know how to do things. They're not being challenged. Again, this doesn't necessarily just mean pile more work on. It means find them things to be engaged in. It's the same as kids in school. You had the kids that sometimes they became troublemakers because they were ahead of the class. They knew what was going on. They knew what the teacher was talking about. They didn't need the long lecture. So they were done their work. And what happens? They get bored and they start doing dumb things. Top performers can also get bored. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do dumb things. What it means is they're going to look for other ways to occupy their time. And sometimes that's going to be looking for a new job, a new challenge. So keep your top performers challenged. Again, not by just offloading extra work on them, but giving them things that they want to work on, that they have a passion about, and get them challenged. Be part of the team. Bring value. This is all things that top performers want, they need, they thrive on. Speaking of letting them bring things to the team, top performers, they sometimes leave because they feel like they're being choked. They don't get the air. What is the air for them? It's being part of the leadership. It's being heard. It's bringing their ideas forward just to have them denied. And sometimes, especially as new managers, sometimes we're afraid to take an employee's ideas. I'm not saying take it as your own. I'm saying let your employees be the professionals that they were hired to be. Let them be smarter than you. You have a job and they have a job. Let them be the best at theirs. And if they bring ideas to you, don't just shut them down for the sake of, well, it wasn't my idea. I don't even want to hear it. Listen, because ideas will help everybody, including the overall company, grow and be better. So don't stifle your top performers. Let them breathe. Let them contribute. You will be amazed at ideas that come that you didn't think of. And wow, you bet you wish you did. But the second thing you could do is you can allow so-and-so to bring their ideas forward. It's a win-win. The fourth reason that these top performers may hit the door, there's no development. They are not getting training. They are not getting things from you as a company, you as their direct manager. They're not able to upgrade their skills. They don't see the opportunity for development. Top performers are wired different. They want more. They want to be better. They want opportunities. And sometimes allowing them, like before, to plant an idea, to bring an idea to the team, that's an opportunity. That is something that's going to excite them. That is also going to help them develop. This is something that top performers need. This one, and we've talked about it many times in a lot of my videos, not getting appreciation. I'm just thinking, you know what? We didn't even crack into this. Let me do this. Not showing appreciation. What is appreciation? It's a thank you. It is buying somebody a coffee. It's saying, job well done. It's an acknowledgement in front of the team, the company, for a job well done. It's just so that people know their efforts aren't for nothing. It's not just grind, grind, grind. When a top performer is putting in a solid effort, show the appreciation. Speaking of appreciation, guys, listen. You may or may not know I've updated the merch shop, and holy, you know what we're drinking after. Get your coffee. This is beautiful. Look at, I have my boy do the artwork. This, I don't know if you can see. This is a coffee stain. Like, you know, when you set your, you know, when you got documents to hand in, but you set your coffee down, get your coffee. Next video, we're using it. I gotta wash it. Anyway, finally, they're not being compensated fairly. Listen, with your top performer, if they leave, like I said in the beginning of the video, they can be replaced. But you have to understand there's a cost. There may be a loss in productivity. There may be a loss in sales. There is going to be a loss. And if this is your top performer, you need to take into consideration the loss of them moving on, or should you be compensating them better? We've talked in other videos, and I will have it in the description, but how do you can compensate people without money. Don't get it twisted. Somebody says, I'm going to give you a raise. I'll be the first one to say, okay, I'll take it. But there's other ways to compensate your top performers fairly. Do they have extracurriculars where they need to jet out a little early on Friday? If it's possible, make it happen. Like I said, there's tons of ways that you can make people, one, that you show that you're appreciative, and two, you're able to compensate them without just a financial. So listen, that's all for this video. I'm gonna get my coffee. This is my real coffee, but we'll be filling this up soon. See you in the next video, and consider checking out how to compensate your employees without money.